Hey guys, my name is aijalonwallace and welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk to you guys about side hustles for nurses, okay? So I'm a recruiter full time. I make videos about recruitment and traveling and entrepreneurship. And I just thought that I would make a video for nurses, travel nurses, RNs, CNAs, whatever type of nurse you are, or if you just work in the healthcare industry and you're looking for an extra stream of income. I want to talk to you about why you should start a recruitment and staffing company. Now, the great things about starting a recruitment and staffing company is that it is a side hustle that you can do on the side while you're continuing to work in the healthcare industry as a nurse. It is really easy. Some really great factors too is that, you yourself already know the healthcare industry really well. So that's not going to be hard. Second, you know how to recruit nurses yourself. You know what hiring managers are looking for, what makes a good nurse and what make a bad nurse, most importantly. So you're already going to be able to understand and ask a lot of those qualifying questions that recruiters usually ask candidates. Questions like, what are your skills? What are your location? How much are you looking for? These are the things that you want to get into. Right now, with everything going on in America, multiple streams of income is so important for nurses today in today's world. Also, with a lot of vaccine mandates coming, a lot of nurses are quitting their jobs, and I'm probably going to make a separate video about that as well. Okay, but recruitment is a lucrative business as well. You ever stop to think how much recruiters actually make every time they're putting you into a contract or permanent position? For permanent roles, we charge anywhere from 15 to 25% based off of the salary, off of the candidate's salary. So our average deals can range from 15 to 25, even $30,000 just by putting someone into a permanent position. The recruitment industry is an industry that's evaluated at 400 billion as of last year. So there's so much money in this market for you to make. Contract. Now the beautiful thing about contract, and this is why recruiters love staff and recruitment. Every day that a nurse works on a contract role that we place them in, we get paid. I'm on a beach sipping on pina coladas, making a paycheck while you're working 8 to 10 hours a day. So I know that doesn't sound fair, but that's how the recruitment industry works, and a lot of recruiters do not want you to know that, or they don't tell you the truth. But that's how it works. But this is why I'm talking to you today, because you can be in the same situation as myself or as many other recruiters starting your own business. Also, I know that healthcare and nursing can be draining on the body. It's probably something that you don't want to do forever. Once you hit your 50s or 60s, you probably want to find another stream or something that's going to be much easier for you to do. Now, the great thing about nurses as well is that you already have the relationships with hospitals, with home health companies. So you already know who the hiring managers are. You already have a small or somewhat network to connect with hiring managers. For a lot of recruiters, we have to start fresh if we don't have a background in that field, or we don't know what industries, what locations, what companies to target. Now, being your situation, if you have worked in the industry for quite some time, it is much easier. Now, there are ways for you to go out there and find your own clients, and I've seen a lot of recruiters be successful that way as well. I do offer a course where I teach you how to start a recruitment and staffing company. So the link should be down below, but if you want, you can book a call with me on my calendar invite as well, just to have a conversation about starting your business. The best thing you can do is get started. We do not know what the next 5 to 10 years hold. Even Bill Gates has predicted that we are going to have at least 5 more pandemics over the next couple of years. COVID is just the first one. And I strongly believe that we are going to run into the situation within the next 5 to 10 years. When COVID hit last year, or in 2019, 2020 roughly, my business shot up. COVID was one of the best things that happened to me as a recruiter, because there was so many shortages and the demand was just so high. When New York was at an all-time high, my clients reached out to me, and I just had to work on getting nurses, EMTs, It was so much, it was overloading, especially as a one-person shop. But I do show you how to hire people for $3 an hour to help you scale and grow. So you can hire a group of people to assist you when it comes to sourcing and finding candidates. Recruitment and staffing is simple. All you need is an LLC, a website, contracts, and you can get up and going. Now, when it comes to staffing, there are certain portions that you may need, but I do talk a lot about that in my program and on some of my YouTube channels, but it's simple. I do always recommend nurses to look into permanent recruitment as well. Often, a lot of nurses only look into staffing recruitment, and they miss out on the opportunities of permanent recruitment. With staffing recruitment, staffing, just for people who don't understand, staffing is a contract role, is a temporary position. Permanent is a full-time role. So, someone is going to be a full-time employee at that company. With staffing, often we have to continue to manage the candidate, but it is residual income. Once you get one contractor, then you get 20 contractors. You can have a rolling book or income coming in from $10,000 to $20,000 a month, just consistently coming in from your contractors. Remember, you're not doing anything, but you do have to manage your contracts from time to time. I like permanent more, but to each his own. Regardless, is money to be made in this business. Now is the time to get started, especially with vaccine mandates coming up. Within the next couple months, a lot more people are going to be leaving their jobs, and recruitment is going to be at an all-time high. Now is the time to start your business. It's one of the greatest side hustles you can create. And once again, it's an easy business to learn. It's not like an e-commerce store or drop shipping or Shopify. It's recruitment. You're finding the client, you're finding a candidate, you're introducing them, and once the interview goes well, they're making an offer or they're not making an offer. It's very simple. And I also teach you how to make sure you're hiring the right candidates as well. I talk a lot about that throughout my YouTube videos, but also in my course. So if you're thinking about starting a side hustle, you want to take action. Over the next couple weeks, I'm going to be also uploading more videos about, recruitment and staffing within the nursing space, and why I think it's so important, because it is a rare field. I also want to start talking about healthcare within the IT space, because often a lot of nurses come to my channel and they only think about travel nurses and RNs and CNAs, but a lot of nurses are not looking at healthcare IT, which is an industry that is on its way to becoming, just as big as cybersecurity, AI, machine learning, and computer vision. So right now is the time to get started. Listen, if you, like my videos, please like this video. If you want to see more videos like this, of course, I'm only going to keep making more videos like this if people are liking them, if they're commenting on them, and that's going to inspire me to get out here and make more videos for you. Just going back to the side hustle as well. So for any of those people who are probably thinking, well, I work full time, how many days would I have to dedicate towards my, side business? So let's just say hypothetically you're working 4 days out of the week. You can still make things happen with just working 3 days a week, but you're going to need to put some hours into it. You're going to need to put some hours into sourcing and finding clients, okay? And I do show you strategies on how to do that inside of my program, but you can still run your bit, work a 9 to 5 and start your agency until you start making consistent income. This is a business of what you put in is what you get out. It's that simple with recruitment. What you put in is what you get out at the end of the day, but you have to get started. You will need to learn a lot. There are a lot of red flag situations where there are some clients that will burn you. There are some candidates that will burn you. And you want to prepare yourself and be able to know how to control those situations and how to control the outcomes of those situations. This is very important, guys, okay? Just want to be honest with you, okay? So once again, yes, you can work full time and start your business, but even if you're in a situation you're thinking, well, I don't know if I want to continue to do nursing, You want to start now, so by the time you leave your job within the next 1 to 2 or 3 years, your recruitment business is already bringing in enough income. I teach people how to be free, okay? So I'm a full-time nomad recruiter. If you guys don't know, I travel the world. I live in Brazil right now. So you can work from anywhere with this business. So that's why I love it so much, because it gives me more time to travel, spend time with family and friends, and control my schedule. It's not that many, businesses where you have that much freedom with like recruitment. Often, we have control of how we go about sourcing, finding candidates, to meet our clients' expectations, but we can work in the morning, day, or night. It's pretty flexible, because our job is more so centered around, finding candidates and talking to them and getting them sent over to clients, all right? So look, if you guys are thinking about starting a business, if you want to know more, if there's any questions that I didn't answer, please leave it in the comments below. I can't wait to talk to you soon.